I'm Kate Breslin from the Schuyler Center for Analysis and Advocacy, and welcome to this CHAMPS Zoom press conference. A little housekeeping, I'll be just moderating, and we'll hear from several speakers and then have an opportunity to for people to ask questions via the Q&A function. We'll be able to unmute folks if when the time comes. In the meantime, for everybody, if you can mute yourself, if you're not speaking, I think that's the best way to go about it. So I'm representing the Children Need Amazing Parents campaign as part of Schuyler Center. And the CHAMPS campaign is grounded in research showing that children experience better outcomes when they live with families. We're dedicated to ensuring that kids remain safely with their families whenever possible. And that when they do enter foster care, that they are placed with kin or in a family. The COVID-19 crisis, which has uprooted the lives of everyone in New York, has exposed and exacerbated problems that already existed in New York's child welfare system. In particular, for a youth who's about to age out of foster care, the pandemic has just brought even greater uncertainty. Under normal circumstances, young people who transition out of foster care without a family already face instability in housing, income, and employment. In the middle of this global health crisis, when a safe and stable home are so critical to individual and public health, no individual and no young person should be pushed from their home or forced to leave without a family just because they have a birthday and they turn 21. So we're calling on Governor Cuomo to take executive action to ensure that all young people in foster care in New York have the option to remain in foster care until their after their 21st birthday for at least 180 days after the last region in the state is reopened. This action should be fully supported and funded by the state. And we also call on the state to allow young people who left foster care after age 18 voluntarily to return to care during this period. So we have a fantastic lineup of speakers today. Assemblymember Hevesy is a longtime champion and 2 years ago helped lead the passage of legislation that expanded kin gap to include fictive kin. I'll introduce everybody now, and then I'll just sort of make sure we transition through each person. Assemblymember Jaffe is a champion of all of the issues related to children and families in New York, and the chair of Children and Families, and championed the Transition Fund. Betsy Kramer from Lawyers for Children, Carrie Moles from CASA, New York City, Destiny Mora and Impacted Youth, and Jeanette Rivera, an impacted young person, and Mary Keene from You Gotta Believe. So those will be our speakers. I'll help us transition from one to the next, and welcome. So first of all, Assemblymember Hevesy.